Welcome back to part 3 of the ongoing saga with a Mac Haik dealership selling a deployed US service member Demon 170 from underneath him. Since being tagged in the soldier's original post, I've been tirelessly digging for the truth and a resolution to this situation. And now we are coming towards the end and only one last piece remains. The fate of the soldier's Demon 170, which is back at the dealership where this all began, with his fate still hanging in the balance. Will it be rightfully returned to the soldier, or will it be auctioned off to the highest bidder for charity? But what if I told you that auctioning the soldier's car off to charity may not be the noble gesture that Mac Haik wants you to think that it is? Alright, so before we get into this video, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize to you guys that I have been very sick since the last time you seen me make a video. That UAW video I made, I actually filmed that in December. But ever since that last Mac Haik video and this one that you're about to see, I've been sick in between then. So I'm gonna go ahead and apologize that there's gonna be a lot of cuts in here because I've been coughing literally after every sentence. I'm coughing and I'm drinking. Here goes my drink cup right here. Just know that normally I don't sound as bad. Only time I sound as bad is when I'm coughing or I'm sick. But back to the show. The twists and turns in this tale are relentless, and every day brings new revelations, it seems. Especially when I have new evidence like text messages from a Mac Haik salesman attempting to sell the soldier's car yet again when it arrived back at a dealership recently. To the staff at the Flowood, Mississippi store, it's time to end these backdoor shenanigans, nonsense, whatever you want to call it. I'm not calling for firings. I never called for a single person to be fired. But I am armed with a lot of damning evidence, and believe me, you don't want me to go and share all these receipts that I have that you guys are still trying to sell the soldiers' cars and still kind of come up with all these backhand ways of trying to sell the car. So stop with all this nonsense of telling customers all these ways to get around this apology post. I thought we were past this at this point, but I guess the more things change, the more they stay the same. Just saying. There's been a bunch of discussion within Mac Haik group, and these are discussions that I have been left out of. To the PR teams crafting your narratives, please do not include me in any of your schemes if you can't speak to me directly. I've had direct contact with Tim Kaniskis and others, but Mac Haik's upper management remains mysteriously silent. Why the lack of communications, guys? Especially when I've been the most professional covering this story from start to finish. Are you guys mad that I called out Mac Haik, the owner, or Terry Shields, the CEO of the automotive group? I appreciate you guys at least had the courage to speak with TK's Garage, but come on now. I've talked unfavorably about Tim Kaniskis, the CEO of Dodge, for years. At least 3 years, I've talked bad about Tim Kaniskis, and that man has showed me way more respect than any of the people who I actually called out in the video. He's the only person out of 3 people that I called out that has actually talked to me multiple times.
Now, if that wasn't enough, and you're really paying attention, and you're really quick with the math,
and he's the one guy that had no reason to contact anybody. I found that very interesting. Is there a particular reason why no one from Mac Haik's upper management wants to reach out to me directly? You know what? I could have sworn that I posted my email address for everyone to see. So there really isn't no excuse for any lack of communication. Now about this auction with the soldier's F8 Green Demon 170, since I'm not privy to these discussions, I figure I gotta put these discussions out in public of what I would have said to them. On the surface, it sounds very commendable. Mac Haik Auto Group, who makes a ton of money by the way, proposes to auction the soldier's car off, let some wealthy buyer turn into a tax break, while Mac Haik contributes nothing themselves to the situation that they are sorry for. Which at one point in time, I remember there was comments saying that the soldier might not even exist. So I guess we've graduated from the point where people don't believe the soldier doesn't exist. Well, the GM now believes the soldier exists, but it seems like Mac Haik's corporate structure they still don't believe that the soldier exists. That's apparently what it seems like to me. So they're not going to contribute any of their own dollars to the situation. It's not just ironic, but it feels very disingenuous to say they're going to donate the proceeds to charity when it's not really their money that they're donating. They're donating someone else's money. Just this year, Automotive News reported that Mac Haik Auto Group averaged $166 million of revenue per store. And they have 17 stores. That's a lot of money. They had the 8th highest average revenue per dealership in the country. But they want someone else to donate their money to charity instead of the wishes of the soldier, which I'll get to in a second. Now, some people have pointed out in comments that this is just the revenue and not the profit that this particular dealership change could take home. And you know what I found out? That even if this company only takes home 1% profit, like some people are saying they can only take on 1% profit, depending on how this company structure is taken up. If you do the math, 1% would equate to around $28 million that the entire auto group would take home per year. That's still a lot of money. Mac Haik is so sorry about the situation. They fired a bunch of people who, if they listened to their own employees, past and present, these people should have been fired years ago, especially with all the screenshots and messages and emails I've gotten from their own employees. But Mac Haik, at the end of the day, they're not going to forfeit in their own money out of their own pocket to donate to a charity. It just seemed like this was just a jest thrown out there because everyone's going to want this car on the MSRP because it's technically a used car and it's been very tainted. Mac Haik definitely do some soul searching in this situation. I mean, in 2022, they were shamed over C8 Z06s and the crazy markup on those cars. In 2023, we get this debacle, and now here we are in 2024, and now we're in this situation with what is going to be the fate of the soldier's car. I'm already on a record of saying that Mac Haik Automotive Group should not make a single penny of profit on any of these 3 cars. They could easily sell all 3 of these cars at dealer cost, apologize, move on, and we're done with it. You want to now donate to charity all of a sudden? Please donate with your own money. I'm not gonna ask someone to give me $100 and then donate that $100 to charity, but like, hey, this is my money. Mac Haik Auto Group could have easily sold all 3 of these Demon 170s at the center of this whole debacle at dealer cost, not make a single penny off of any of these cars, and it would not hurt this auto group not a single bit because they still had other Demon 170s that are still coming in. They still had an opportunity to win other Demon 170s from the 20 days of horsepower. I mean, the 19 days of horsepower contest that was stripped because of their shenanigans from their employees. I would love to hear how breaking even on 3 cars would bring down this entire franchise that has the 8th highest average revenue and 17 dealerships. If you look at Mac Haik Enterprises' own website, they generate over $2 billion a year. And I want to be 100% transparent, you guys. I was offered Demon 170 by Mac Haik's Auto Group to right the wrong done to me by Rick Hendrick for snatching my Demon 170 from me like early last year. And I immediately refused their peace offering because I made it clear to them that the soldier wanted me to buy his F8 green Demon 170. Now I will reveal this screenshot right here that the soldier has asked me to purchase his Demon 170. And let me be clear with everybody. I never sought this car out before the soldier said to me that maybe I should try to buy his F8 green Demon 170. Every person I talked to in the background can confirm I never wanted his car until I said that the soldier would like for me to purchase his car. And honestly, I don't even like F8 green. Sublime green is my favorite color. If you go look through all my posts and on my channel banner, you will see Sublime green red eyes. If Rick Hendrick didn't take my Demon 170 allocation, I would have ordered him a Sublime green Demon 170. And because of this whole situation blowing up, I already had offers for other Demon 170s at MSRP. I got one from Mac Haik. I'm not gonna say how many more, but I had other places offer me a Demon 170 at MSRP. So I don't need the soldier's car. I just want the soldier's car because he asked that I get it. And I think it'd be very important for the conclusion of the story. My only goal of covering this story was the right to 3 wrongs caused by the Flowood store playing musical chairs with 3 customers and 2 cars. But now the soldier's car has returned to Flowood store, like I said earlier, and it will be on display there until its fate can be decided. Everyone I talked to about the soldier's car in the background, I told them exactly how I felt about the car. That this car symbolizes more than just a vehicle, but it has become a beacon of what the brotherhood can achieve when people unite. It is not just a car. It is a testament of the power that a car community can have when we come together and affect change when we do things together. It doesn't matter what color you are, social standing, how much money you have in your pockets, we all came together and actually got a car manufacturer to do something about this mess that these dealers had caused on a daily basis. Everyone I talked to in the background, I told them that I would like for this Demon 170 to be signed by everyone involved, from Tim Kaniskis to the soldier to all the YouTubers and even the supporters who rallied around this cause. From TK's Garage, Lucky Lopez, OC Motivator, Goldberg, Jay Leno, even Will LaGrange, who truly stepped up in the background to personally take care of all the other customers who were affected by those knuckleheads at the Flowood Mac Haik store. But I want to close the video out by saying that Mac Haik, if you guys still want to resolve this in a very peaceful resolution, you can give me the opportunity to buy the soldier's car. And like I said, I don't need the soldier's car. I'm not desperate for the soldier's car. You've already offered me a black Demon 170. So it's not like you wasn't willing to give me a car for a MSRP price or whatever. For some reason, you guys are just too proud to not let me get the soldier's car, even though that was the soldier's wishes. I already have offers from other companies who want to offer me a Demon 170. So the ball's in your court. Just saying. So let me know what you guys think. Should I get the soldier's Demon 170? Should I get everyone to sign this car? Now, I want everybody to think I'm going to have them sign the hood and all that stuff, but it's going to be signed in the deck lid. So when I take it to shows and other places, lift the deck lid open and everyone can see all the signatures of everybody who's personally involved. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you leave this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you already done so. And until the next time, I'm out.
And yes, pretty obvious now, number 7 is a demon. More accurately, this is the new 2023 Challenger SRT Demon 170. And if you think it makes a badass entrance, just wait till you see how it leaves. We call it the 170 because it's 170 proof. The Demon 170 is the world's first production street legal drag car that runs on ethanol or gas. Runs on ethanol